Hello and welcome to Turbocharged. We are at a very special place today, surrounded by some very special cars, armored vehicles. Now, we are at JCBL Armouring Solutions, a company that specializes in making armored vehicles in India, one of the only ones to do so. And we have Mr. Rushank Doshi with us. He is the CEO of JCBL Armouring Solutions. Welcome to Turbocharged, sir.
Thank you, Ji.
And firstly, I think let's start with something very basic, which I'd like to know that now armored vehicles are a very, very special category of automobiles across the world. Very select vehicles turn into armored vehicles, and they come with that air of exclusivity. So how did JCBL decide to venture into this?
See, JCBL started this armoring division way back in 2006. In fact, I can say we have started this in 2000.
Okay.
The first armored bus is built by JCBL. So JCBL expertised in making something exclusive. So the first election campaigning van, which we built for one of the politician in India in 2000. Since then, we started the journey. So in 2006, we enter into a venture with VRD, which is one of the DRDO body. It's a tri-party agreement between JCBL, VRD and Tata. So we have started manufacturing armored vehicle for Tata, which we have built almost 500, 600 vehicles for them. Okay. Since then, the journey has started. And after I enter in JCBL 2015, we started this particular segment to manufacture armored vehicle for VVIPs. And then the journey started.
And what is the most popular model for you in India in terms of customers coming in and requesting that I want this car to be armored?
See, the most favorite vehicle for armoring is Toyota Fortuner.
Okay.
All the Toyota Chases, absolutely perfect to go for a bulletproofing. But the regular product is Toyota Fortuner, which is now turning into luxury vehicle. So nowadays we have seen lot of increment or lot of increased in luxury vehicles like Range Rover, Mercedes, BMW, and yes, the Fortuner is absolutely on-go product.
And what is the most common class or category of armoring that your customers usually request for?
Generally, in India, everyone is mostly is going for NIJ level 3, or you can call it as a B6 vehicle, which will give you the protection against specific rounds as per the standards.
Can you also help us understand what are the basic regulatory requirements for someone who wants an armored vehicle in India?
So in India, if you want to start the manufacturing of armored vehicle, you have to have a license from Government of India to manufacture this armored vehicle. These are a special vehicle which needs a permission to manufacture. That's one. And for the customer, they have to take a permission that they want to go for an armored car. Whether they are eligible or not, we don't know. The police will give the NOC, which states and confirms that this person is eligible to go for an armored car. That's the policy and process to take the armored car.
And talking from an engineering standpoint, what are the fundamental changes that you need to make to a vehicle to prepare it and to take on the additional reinforcements?
There are many things which we need to check, which we need to incorporate, which we need to upgrade as far as armored vehicle is concerned. Like if we talk about the rims, those rims needs to be upgraded because the weight of the vehicle is gone up by approximately 1 ton. So we need to reinforce many things: rims, coil spring, shockers, the hinges, the brake pads. Many things needs to be upgraded to give you the performance of the vehicle which you are looking at.
And if you can just help us understand what is, let's say, the sheet metal that is used in these cars for the reinforcement. What is the minimum thickness that you look at?
Very nice question. Earlier, maybe a decade back, the thickness of the steel was around 7.2, 7.5 for the level of protection which we are talking, which has gone down to 5.9.
Okay.
And some of the companies are working for 4 mm also. So I can proudly say that we are investing a huge amount of amount in R&D to come up with a lightweight solution. So we are the company in India who has actually built a lightweight vehicle, which is not only a combination of ballistic steel as well as the combination of steel plus composite, which gives you the weight reduction, but the level of protection is very high.
Okay.
Which we are absolutely doing, and since 6 years, absolutely good.
Great. And since you mentioned R&D, what sort of innovations are you looking at apart from the usual reinforcements and bulletproofing?
As I told you that, earlier days, there were only steel available, ballistic steel to give the protection against the threat. But now the technology has gone up. The lightweight solution is in demand. Like the luxury vehicle, Range Rover, Land Cruiser, Mercedes, they don't want the weight to be, very high. They want the weight to be reduced as well as the protection level is on the higher side. So the lightweight composite panels which we import from UK, all the materials if you see we import maximum, like the glasses, steel, Dubai, Sweden, brake pads, coil spring suspension we import from Australia. So all these things we continue to give the better product to our customers.
And now, one very common question is that how discreet are these vehicles? Like, can you look at a Fortuner directly and say that whether it's armored or just a regular Fortuner?
If you ask me, I can say anything. But for a layman, no, they will not make out. That's the USP of us. Like JCBL vehicle is nobody can make out it's an armored car until unless you open the door or you sit inside or someone tells you that it's an armored car which I'm using. So that's the USP of JCBL. We try to give you 95, 97% accuracy. We use the all original trims, goes back to the vehicle, and that gives the absolutely perfect look.
So, how much of an engineering challenge is it to add the reinforcements and ensure that the car still looks and feels stock?
See, the major thing which is visible from outside is glass and the body, the paint. So we don't touch that. We change the glasses, we upgrade the glasses, but nobody can make out it's an armored car. Why? Because we make the profile as original glasses. The profile of the glasses are as good as original glass. So nobody can check that these are the upgraded glasses. From inside, we use all original trims, which goes back to the vehicle, like door pads, the pillars, the dashboard, everything goes back to the vehicle. So from inside and outside, we try to make it that it looks as original as possible.
And does that mean that you also have to design and engineer specific customized parts depending on the specific vehicle that needs to be armored?
Yeah, every vehicle is a customized vehicle. Specifically for armoring level. Say for example, if you want to go for a level 1, 2, 3, then the design will change, the thickness will change, the glass thickness will change. Every model have their own independent design with a unique number. Say for example, it's Fortuner, then Fortuner have 2 models or 3 models. So Fortuner 1, 2, 3. So the design and engineering is done based on that.
Okay. And also now when we talk about armored vehicles and protection in general, talking about fuel lines and reinforcements and additional, safety on the fuel front, so how do you tackle that?
See, the battery is completely protected, the fuel tank is completely protected, underbelly is protected. So the maximum threat which is there, we have tried to cover maximum parts. Almost every part is covered to give you the better protection.
Right. And what is, let's say, one of your favorite features in terms of making a vehicle an armored one?
As far as the feature is concerned, the complete vehicle is the best. Like once you use an armored car, you'll not be able to use the luxury vehicle. That gives you the feel that you're using something different. That
Right.
gives you the power. That gives you the feel that yes, I'm driving something beast. So all the vehicles, they have their exclusivity. But the best part is emergency exit, which every time all the customer asks us that if any attack or anything happens, how I'll be out. So there are multiple emergency exits given in the vehicle, which is known to the VIP only.
Okay.
Just to maintain the security and safety, we always share these details to the VIP itself.
And what's the turnaround time? Let's say the order is confirmed, you receive a vehicle, let's say Fortuner in this case. What is the turnaround time for the vehicle to get completed?
Fortuner is a product which is absolutely like ready available with us. The kits, the material and everything is ready because Fortuner is a regular product for us. For Fortuner, we take around 20 to 25 days. Upper limit is 30 days, depends on the load what we have. And if you talk about the luxury vehicle, I think in India, we are the only company who can deliver any luxury vehicle in 2 months or maybe 2.5 months.
Okay.
Which includes Range Rover, Mercedes, BMW 7 Series. You name a vehicle we have. We have almost 35, 36 models available with us.
Okay.
We have already done the armoring on 30, 35 models.
And what sort of clientele do you have, if that's possible to share?
Clientele in the sense, there are multiple clienteles. Like if you talk about maximum, we focus for government.
Right.
The major share of our armoring business goes to the government section, like police department, paramilitary and all.
What sort of clientele do you usually get in terms of requests for armored vehicles?
See, armored vehicle, we have a requirement of clientele actually segregated in 3: army, paramilitary and businessmen. So maximum business which we have is of government sectors. Like police department or all, they are the biggest client which we cater. And yes, nowadays the businessmen are coming up for the safety and security purpose. So we have seen a lot of growth as far as individual orders are concerned.
And annually, what does your order book look like?
Order book as of now is 100 plus.
Okay. And lastly, now this is clearly a segment that's growing in India. So are you also looking at exporting armored vehicles from India to customers abroad?
Yes, we have started getting inquiries to export the vehicle from India, and sooner or later we'll surely start that. But that requires a lot of documentations, a lot of approvals are required. But yes, we are looking for exports now.
Great. I mean, that's great to hear and great to talk to you. Thank you so much for talking to us, Rushank.
Thank you for giving time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.